Ready.
In there is talking more.
Thank you everyone for being here today. My name is Huyền Ly. You can call me Lindy. I come from Vietnam and I'm doing a presentation about Trinity Seal classroom today. And my topic is about characteristic of a culturally responsive classroom. First, let's start with the question. Why do we need to create a culturally responsive classroom? I want to start with the introduction about myself, my experience. I come from Vietnam and then I used to work for international school. There are 25 or 26, now maybe 20, more than that, nationalities in my school. They come from Vietnam, some of them come from India, Korea, Japan, Denmark, US of course, I mean all over the world. So I have experienced most of them to solve the conflict between the families and the school. So I learned a lot about the differences amongst the culture from my school before, and also now I'm international student here. So me and I have some cohort like Wanta, and my teacher and my some friends, Indian and Dominican countries, they are all different. We have a different way to learn, and because we are different, we come from the different culture. So that's why I think that we need to learn from the differences, and we need to value the culture where they come from. Also from my observation, I used to work downstairs from early childhood center, and you too, I know that we have some kids and some family comes from the different culture as well. Some from Chinese, Japanese, Malaysian, and Korean, and Indian. They come from, I think, maybe at least 6 or 7 nationalities. Maybe it's first generation or some of them second generation, because I did some research about them before. So, but one thing comes after that is many teachers are faced with a limited understanding of culture other than their own, and which means this limitation will negatively affect their students' ability to become more successful at school. Why is that? Let's come with some research I did. From National Center for Education Statistics American, school was substantially more diverse than ever. 49.8% of students are white from pre-K to second grade now, while Hispanic is 25.8%. Asian and mixed background account for 24.4%. More teachers and staff face the challenge of preparing themselves to respond to the need of every student in their classroom, because it's too diverse and they don't have much understanding about that culture. An unfortunate yet persistent truth in the US public school is the large achievement gap existing between the children from the culturally and linguistically diverse background and their white middle class counterpart as well. So from all the research and from my experience, that's why we need to create a culturally classroom responsive for our children to meet the increasing diverse classroom now going on. To prepare for the classroom, culturally responsive classroom, we need to understand some definition. Firstly, it's about the culturally responsive teaching. What does it mean? It means that the teacher uses the cultural knowledge, skill, talent that the children bring from their home to the classroom. When the teacher wants to learn about their children, and then they know that, oh yeah, it doesn't mean that something we need to give some judgment. We know that that's come from their home country, that come from their own culture, and we need to value that, and we can build that. Maybe we can add that into our project in the classroom for their benefit. And also, because of that, they have the definition for the cultural responsive teacher. They are the one who intentionally make changes to make the young children to be more successful at school. That's our job. Everything we are doing now, what we are doing now is for our children. So we need to make changes for them. We are the one who are ready to learn the new thing and to make it change. And one more thing is about the culturally responsive environment. That's a physical environment which intentionally organized, reflecting the diversity of the children and the families. And that's one. Next one is about the culturally responsive teacher. What does it do? Before they make changes, before they design the curriculum, before they organize intentionally the environment, the first thing they need to do is self-assessment. Why they need to do that? They need to evaluate their current practice. Why they are doing what they are doing right now. When they understand what they are doing, maybe they can see that, oh, does it work effectively or not? If it doesn't work well, what is the problem? It's not only about the cultural differences, it's also about something going on here in the classroom. So if they are ready, they are open-minded, they are ready to do self-assessment, to evaluate themselves. It means they are ready to learn, they can make change. And then they can understand the role of the culturally responsive factors. It is believed that if the teacher doesn't understand the differences in culture, it will be very challenging for them to teach with the culturally responsive manner. So now, let's come with the self-assessment questionnaire I prepared for you. You can have 1 minute to just go over all of them. And